Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Sweet Home Boulevard. This is my third or fourth video, and I'm getting a little bit better with the camera shyness and the stage fright, but there's something very special I do every day, and it's multiple times a week, and it's something that I wanted to share with everyone. At the end of this video, you'll be able to see one of the realities and one of the things I enjoy in this. But what I'm doing is I am driving into town. So I'm sure most people in the world live in rural areas. But as far as myself, the closest town that's next to Boulevard is a town called Alpine, California. It's probably a solid 30 minutes from where I live. And as a matter of fact, the closest Walmart I live next to is the next town, which is called Lakeside. So, with that said, driving to and from the quote-unquote city, I call it Zombie Land, driving to and from, there's a lot of U time. I call it BLA time, being left alone. You know, it's a good 30 minutes. You know, the road is very nice and quiet. Not a lot of cars on the road. You know, most vehicles that are driving on this road, they understand to get over out of the passing lane if someone wants to go faster than you. But the most important thing that I get here is a peace of mind. It's quiet. It's chill. Everyone's just driving on the road. There's not a lot of traffic, 2 lanes. So, but I would entice everyone to maybe just go look into Google Maps and type the directions from Boulevard, California to Alpine, California. And it's really a blessing, especially living in Southern California. We all know how the traffic gets down here, you know, and it gets real. So being able to have a little bit of sanctuary, some time just to internalize things and really just maybe question myself or challenge myself or confirm some sort of something that I've been thinking about, or, you know, maybe I want to unpack some of the subconscious types of arguments that I bring to myself within other arguments of other people, because it's real. You know, and that's one of the reasons that I really enjoy arguing and debating and being challenged and disagreeing, is because these things trigger stuff in your head, in your brain. You know, we're hardwired to have these actual physical pathways in our brains be lit up. And one of the ways that we can subconsciously do this is to be able to have some sort of form or place to not only decompress these things and unpack them and really actually sort them out in our own safe spaces, but the most important thing is to be able to have environments where you can share ideas, no matter how risque or controversial or quote-unquote wrong or quote-unquote right or left or right, or, you know, whatever these views are. You know, it's important that we procure and enshrine these areas, which are really important, not to just the United States and Americans in America, but to us as individuals. It's important. So, so this drive right here is a really nice drive. You know, I think about a lot of things on this 30-minute drive down to town, you know, and so this is where my sanctuary is having this 30 minutes of nice quiet roads. You know, so a few things I would like people maybe to look into is this California recall election, and it's super important. You know, this is a doozy here, and I say this because I am a conservative Californian, and when I say that, I'm sure the stigma can be easily misconstrued as, oh, you know, I'm a California MAGA cuck, you know, or I'm some sort of dying breed of Republican in California. Well, you know, let it be known that I believe 2 or 3 years ago, I actually changed my political affiliation. I am part of the Independent Party, and it's not because I don't have conservative Californian values or there's some sort of political tying to it. The reason that I switched my party to independent is because we're getting to a point here in not just California, but all over the country where, you know, the extremism, you know, has gone so far on one side. You know, the extremism has gone so far on one side that, even some of the most moderate people on this other side are now flipping over to the independent side. So demographics are changing and things are real. But so I'm an independent, but at the same time too, I'm a conservative Californian. What does that mean? What does that mean when I say a conservative Californian? What I mean is that there's a lot of conservative California values and conservative California culture that isn't specifically unique to California. A lot of it is, but I believe in a lot of these conservative California values. And when you think about conservative California values, what do these things mean? These things mean, being able to have contentious and provocative discourse at UC Berkeley. What our entertainment used to be. What it used to be, what Hollywood used to be. I mean, the red carpet treatment, there was an ambiance, there was a glamour, so the entertainment industry is really important. The music industry is probably the biggest thing that I'm proud to be a Southern Californian and a Californian. Music is so important here in the state. I love music. That's something that you'll hear me talk a lot about, but music is so important. Arts, there's so much that comes out of California that's just so diverse and so American, and it's been able to mesh all of these things together, which, in all honesty, let's just face it, you can't mandate and you can't legislate and force these types of things to happen in society. These things happen on their own, and if you try to touch it, it's kind of like the light particle, man. Once you see it, its properties have changed. And so there's a lot of these things that in California that are going worse for wear. And it makes me sad. It makes me sad being a Californian, seeing a lot of these things being politicized. And, it's just been really horrible what's happened to Hollywood over the past X amount of years. I mean, they have, they have sexual harassment conspiracies going on. They've got all these different things going on. And so when I say I'm a conservative Californian, I believe in things like, like the technology industry, Silicon Valley. I believe in what Hollywood used to be, and I believe in all of these things that really made California great. But one of the things I did want to share with y'all is an experience that I do every time that I go into town, and what I have to do is about halfway in between here and Alpine, California, there is a U.S. Customs and Border Protection's highway checkpoint. So there's been a lot of hysteria, and there's been a lot of misinformation, and there's been a lot of hearsay and urban myth on what the Border Patrol does and why they're here. We can have that discussion another time, but I just wanted to drive through this checkpoint with you all and show you the little checkpoint that I go through every day when I come west to San Diego. So there are two checkpoints going west to San Diego off of Interstate 8. One of them is on Interstate 8, and it's a huge checkpoint. It's a massive, massive checkpoint. So that checkpoint, I don't really like going through because a lot of the non-locals go through that one, and a lot of the just travelers and people that are really trying to bust go through that one. The one I like to go through is I get off an exit before I get off the last exit before that main checkpoint, and adjacent to that main checkpoint is it's actually an old historic road. It is old historic Highway 80. And so what I do is I get off of this road, and this road is adjacent to Interstate 8, and they have a little small checkpoint, a little small one. And it's not that I get treated better or worse on each one. It's just more that with law enforcement, one of the things you have to understand is building relationships. And one of the things that Border Patrol does out here is that Border Patrol heavily goes off of intelligence, and it goes off of situational awarenesses. Who's going where, who's doing what types of things can they, not pay attention to that's normal. What they're trying to do is they're trying to use their intelligence assets to be able to not look and not, suspect people like me who are locals of doing something that they shouldn't be doing. But what they're more doing is that they're trying to figure out who they need to be paying attention to and who they should not be paying attention to. And what I will tell you is this, is I have fought really hard over the years with the Border Patrol to let it be known who I am and what I do, and that I am a local, and that, not only am I a local, that I trust the Border Patrol where I live. I trust them very much. When we first moved up to Boulevard in 2017, the Border Patrol, there was room for them to get better. And, for a while, I was getting bothered by them. They didn't know who I was. It was a new vehicle in town. It's a small town. And, I called up that the two Border Patrol stations plenty of times. Too many times I probably called them up. But, I built a relationship with them. They knew who I was. They knew who my wife was. And they knew our vehicles. And we got to the point where in the mornings when we were driving down our dirt road, they would be able to wave at us. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and I'll go ahead and turn the camera around, see if you guys can see this, but this is my little local Border Patrol station that I drive through every morning. They know who I am. I trust them very much to do their job, and it's just a little thing that I do every morning because I trust the Border Patrol where I live. They've done a great job, getting a lot better over the past 4 years, and we can only hope and pray that they are giving back their authorities to actually protect Americans and, in the end, be able to protect people who are coming here. So check it out, guys. So this is the Border Patrol station right here, or this is the checkpoint, excuse me. This is the checkpoint. And yes, we drive through here all the time. We have a lot of respect for these guys. They work really, really hard. And, they really are here to protect us. What's up, brother?
Thanks, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, doing good, man.
Have a day. Thank you.
Yeah, man, you guys stay safe.
Okay.
We love our Border Patrol out here. So, all right, everyone. Well, that's it. I just wanted to give this quick little rant. This one, I challenge and entice all Americans to do the same thing. Just get your phone, just go ahead and record a video. Don't worry if you're camera shy. I'm very camera shy. I definitely know I need to stop saying the ums and the wells, and I gotta slow down a little bit. And later today, I'll drop another little quick video, and maybe I can try to give some news updates or some current events updates is what I'll start calling them, current events updates. So thank you everyone so much, and you have a nice afternoon, America. And the last thing I'll say is this, is let's try to give each other the benefit of the doubt. We're all trying hard to do good and do well for our peoples, all right? All right, love y'all. Bye.